So this week is about street gear. Now, the name of street gear that you guys know the most is Supreme. And the reason is because Supreme is far and above the most highly valuable in terms of resale gear. People will kill for Supreme. And of course, to go to Supreme, we go to Supreme New York or use the app. We know that drops take place on Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And very often, Supreme drops, Supreme items sell for a huge amount of money. Always, the Supreme collabs do the best. Because Supreme typically drops a week before in their stores for its online, very often you can find items online. You can get a good idea of the price, but sometimes you have to take a guess of whether it's going to go up. Some items sell out and don't have a high resale. Typically, things with a Supreme, what they call the box logo, sell the best. And collabs, North Face, Nike, and others are the most highly desired. Okay, the next biggest company is called the Bathing Ape. It's a Japanese company. Most people refer to it as Bape. When Bape does a collab, it does very, very well. But if you go on StockX, you'll see that typically Bape sells for more, but probably not worth grabbing things unless there's a Bape Nike or a Bape collab with one of the other companies we're going to be talking about. Palace, a skateboard company. They have their own line of clothing. Their stuff does not sell very well. Now, Off-White is a really strange company because there isn't an Off-White store. There is an online store, but they sell Off-White in some pretty impressive department stores, the top of the line stores. Off-White is known for their belts, which basically look like a tape measure, or yellow tape measure, white tape measure, and they sell for huge amounts of money. These are very, very odd looking belts. But Off-White collabs with shoes or with partners like Gucci, they do extremely expensive. Problem is, if you buy something for like $2,000, are you going to get your money back? I don't recommend making an investment like that until you have a proven history with it. Okay, Fear of God. Fear of God, another popular brand, doesn't sell very well on resale unless it's a collab in which they go really, really big. Some of their shoes, you can look at their shoes, they are ridiculously heavy. They look like the boots that the people wore on the moon. But it's still a popular brand. KITH, Kith, also, they have collabs in shoes that do very well. Otherwise, not so much. Now, the last brand that I want to talk about is Travis Scott. Travis Scott is a rapper, and he does a lot of drops with Nike. And the best way to get his Travis Scott shoes is to go to his website and get on his list, because he releases things typically in advance on his website to his fans before they go into the skate shops. All of these stores have websites. Many of them have locations. Supreme has stores. Bape has stores. Kith has stores. Off-White is in department stores as well. Palace is in skateboard shops. And Travis Scott, as far as I've seen, is only in his website. But these are the brands that the kids today want very much. Always check and see. Now, if you're following the drop lists, you're going to be able to check and see if there's demand on StockX in advance. Remember, there are always people who manage to get things in advance, so you can check these things out. But this is what Street Gear is all about. Again, one of the best things that you can do is find a real skateboard shop near you and go hang out, talk to the people, get inside their heads, and you'll soon know what's worth buying and what's not worth buying. And you'll find out if you see any of these around, talk to the people about what sells. Remember, what goes the quick? Don't tell these people that you're interested in resale, because that's not what they want. They want skateboarders to do it. So keep that in mind.